Hey guys, how you doing? Coach for the Soul Thursday at 3 has begun. If you're watching this live, say hello, hello, hello. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the videos, and please leave a little comment, even if it's an emoji, because YouTube will use the algorithms to send Coach for the Soul around the planet. And check out billhobart.com for reading specials. They're still going on through the month. So yeah, a lot of good stuff to talk about today. We'll see who pops on. The massive supermoon partial lunar eclipse was 2 nights ago, and it was crazy. Wow. It was a lot. It was a lot. So a lot of people were clearing yesterday, as was I. And in a really wild spot. So a lot of astrological things still going on. There's a lot of changes coming between now and October the 16th. So October the 16th is when Pluto in Capricorn goes stationary. So they're going retrograde as it is in the moment, which is messing with everybody's lives, because it's supposed to, right? Capricorn structure, the government, and Pluto is, I'm going to tear the hell out of it and rebuild it, which has been doing for Capricorn for the last 16 years. Well, now it is going direct as of November 16th, right into Aquarius for the next 20 years. So it's pretty great. Hey Sherry, hey Kathy, hey Nancy, how's it going? Yeah, so there's a lot of other things going on with Mars and with Mercury and with Jupiter and Saturn. Yeah, I was gonna do a video about that, but guess what? It didn't get done because of all of the energy around the supermoon and the partial lunar eclipse. It kicked my butt. So yeah. So that's some of the stuff that's going on, you know? And everything is being reworked in the universe. Everything is being reworked for your to your advantage, Spirit says. Yeah, just got in meditating. It's so interesting. I got out of the shower a little while ago, probably an hour and a half ago, and after doing stuff with Daisy, and I'm listening to some things. Again, I'm on YouTube, right? Hey, Paula.
There's an issue with your Apple Music account. To resolve this, check that your account is up to date in the Settings app.
Thank you. Yeah. So when I got done watching something, and I thought, well, maybe I'll turn on a meditation so that I can, finish up and then go finish the meditation. Well, it was a 40-minute meditation by Steve Noble, and it's so fantastic how they, hey Pam, hey Paula, bring stuff to my YouTube channel. It's amazingly awesome. And there was this 40-minute meditation that was there, and I went, well, I didn't realize it was 40 minutes when I did it before, but I don't do well with long meditations. That's because my ego gets in there and goes, you know what, let's not do that one. Well, I did it. And I got probably a third of the way in, and I was done, and came over, sat on the couch, put the buds in, and finished it up. And I'll tell you what, hey Susan, wow. MF and wow. I'm telling you, MF and wow. Okay? So, Daisy's underneath me. So, I needed to be cleared from yesterday. Yesterday was absolutely horrific for me. I mean, horrific. Or I could have crawled under a rock and just laid there forever. Forever and ever and ever. So, yeah. Did anybody else have one of those days since the supermoon partial lunar eclipse? I certainly did. The day of was pretty good. Wasn't really anything that was botherable, right? But yesterday, from the time I got up till the time I went to bed, Daisy actually bit me on that finger, as you can see. She got frustrated, and I went to help her, and she on my finger. So that was a first, with these growling teeth at me. So I think that was just something that was interesting. Yeah. And I asked to have my self-cleared last night. And this is just a continuation of it. We're going through this massive transformation, everybody. I've talked about it before. Spirit is all in at the moment. I'm going to tell you, after that meditation, I'm in probably 6th, 7th dimension. So we're going to start, we're going to channel. Okay, so, okay. Total transformation is possible after Tuesday. Many people don't really think they're going to make it there. They're definitely going to make it there by the first of the year or by March, April of 2025. Things will come. Things will come brutally obvious as we go through the next 3 months. Once Pluto's done in Capricorn, our world's going to completely shift because all of the clearing has been done that can be done. The first 3-4 months of 2025 will be clearing for the ones who are gotten to the point of ascension to 5D. The others that have not, that are in the process of becoming, will finish it up then. That doesn't mean that others won't ascend throughout 2025 and 2026. But the ones that are finishing now, are continuing their journey now, will lead the others. They'll lead the others. It's not a big job for those who have been beckoned, activated. Those that are resisting will face challenges. They'll face challenges in their bodies. Things will start to shift. They'll be on alert. They will think that it's something that is physical. It is not. It is us activating the DNA. But they will be the ones who either finish last or don't finish at all. Transformation of millions and millions and millions of humans on the planet at this time. The light is bright. The light is extremely bright. Everyone's aura is going to be turned up times 10. To beckon the others to them. To beckon the others to them. Most that are beckoning will not be afraid. They will not be afraid of anything or anyone. They will know that they're completely divinely guided. They're covered with light. Those that do get frightened, those that do get frightened will look inward to try to understand why, as they understand, they didn't do their work. They didn't do all they needed to do. Like always, human thinks they have time. Well, the time is now. As you go through your dreams, as you go through as you go through your lucid dreams, as you go through your this lifetime dreams, as you clear your channels out, as you clear they show me like silos, right? Again, I'm from Detroit, we're in Detroit here, so we're in the Midwest, so we see silos all the time on farms. But and they're showing me that they're full of this lifetime's experiences. The ones in the distance are past life. Ones closest to you are this lifetime's journeys. Things that need to be deleted. Many humans are afraid to delete. They fight and fight and fight, trying to keep because they're afraid of what their future holds without their experiences. We need to tell them that their experiences will stay with them but they won't be as important as they are in this lifetime, this section of their lifetime now, which is true. Okay, so 4 angels just came down, and both here, 2 here and 2 up there. That's never happened before, ever. Oh my gosh. Man, my crown chakra's on fire right now. This message has to be given. Oh my gosh. Those of you who don't believe that you've joined need to understand that you've joined the collective. And some refuse, Bill, in your audience to truly understand their journey, to truly understand what their responsibility is in this lifetime. They've already completed the 3rd dimensional life. It is now 5th, 6th, and 7th dimension. Many have no idea who they are. They try to hide within their third dimensional cocoon. But when they start to get anxious, when they start to get antsy, when they start to get frustrated, they'll ask us why. When they already know why. When they already know why. They have to allow themselves to ascend. They have to allow themselves to ascend. And some think they can ignore it, which is not true. Which is not true. They think everyday life is going to satisfy them. It is not. September, October, November, December. Okay, I'm going to tell you this, guys. It's going to be a clusterfuck. Okay? I haven't said that before on the thing. It's going to be effed up. Okay? That is to, I know. That is to get human to react to God, spirit, the entities. They have to think their life is in danger for them to embrace us. They have to understand their destiny. They have to understand the contract that they signed with us called Your Soul Journey. There's nothing to be frightened about leaving third dimensional. But because they can't see because they can't see higher dimensional energy, because they choose not to see higher dimensional energy, they're afraid. Again, I'll say they believe they can ignore it, which is not true. Understanding we have to use these tactics to get human to feel fear. Them supposedly meditating, those supposedly talking to us, those supposedly doing their spiritual thing is not enough. It's not true enough to who they are in their hearts, in their human hearts, in their soul. They need to understand that surrender is the only answer. Ooh. And it's not surrendering to the third dimension. It is surrendering themselves to us, to understand that for us to activate them further, for us to to upgrade their DNA more than what we're doing now, they have to allow themselves to surrender and ask us what they need to do. Those that are true, the fear will not, those that are true will, the fear will not, I don't know what that word is. I'm going to say affect. They'll be the ones who are helping other people. But surrender is the only answer to you getting what you want. We give you bits and pieces like, oh God, so this is not my number. This is the higher authority. This is not my guide, my personal guide, because higher authority says this. That itches my head for some reason. As Bill has talked about before, the Hansel and Gretel effect. Us leading you through bangles and beads to get you to higher dimensional energy, but then what do we do with you? What do we do with you when you're at that space? We believed that most of you would move forward. What will have already surrendered. We were mistaken. Hansel and Gretel effect is when they kind of distract us with bangles and beads and things like that as we move forward, so we don't get frightened. You know how they went to Grandma's house, put the bread down on the ground, and squirrels ate it? Yeah. Okay, hang on. Now I know why the angels are here, because of higher authority. This energy is from 7D, which kind of blows my mind because I've never done this before, like that. Chimes. Many of you have been in desperation for a very, very long time, and we've been leading you into desperation, trying to get you to understand and allow yourself to let go. Letting go is the only way, surrendering is the only way for you to rise in your energy vessel. Wow. Okay, so they're showing me, they're showing me like mini spaceships for us as we ascend. Not cocoons. Ah, my gosh. These energy's crazy. I haven't done this in a really long time with the nails. Shoot. Oh, right there. People, now I know why. People are resisting the third eye opening. The third eye actually gives you the ability to see different dimensions. Some are open, but human doesn't know. Doesn't know why their dreams are so forward. They don't look at themselves as ever being in that place, because they don't realize that the third eye is open, and we can't understand. I don't know why. They can't understand why it doesn't compute. Why it doesn't compute, right? We don't get it. I say it's fear. Yeah, that's part of it. The fear of the future, he says. The fear of knowing. They're afraid of knowing, Bill. They're afraid of knowing. They don't know what they'll do with it. They don't know who they'll be. Many humans are okay suffering continually in this lifetime. Oh, yeah. We cannot put you, okay. We cannot put you in the, it looks like a bean pod. It's a pod. Yes. Metal pod. But we can't see the metal pod. It's just for transportation and transformation. Okay. Humans fight for survival is very strong. Humans fight for survival is very strong. And with all of you that have gone through some sort of transformation, be that with dreams, be that with conversations, be that with just, you know that your energy has shifted, how your life has shifted because you put in this much effort. The new energy abounds. The new energy abounds. As we wrap you, in your, hang on. Again, it's funny because they're showing me, Pam, cocoon of the soul. There you go, my dear. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Thank you very much. Because that's what it is. It's a cocoon of the soul that is see-through. That it's kind of, again, it's a pod. Because they're showing me, so I know what it is, a metal pod, right? And we're inside of it. Not for protection. But for life. But for life. Okay? Oh, God, yeah. It also we're also changing, oh gosh. We're also changing in a quicker fashion your DNA. We're upgrading your DNA much quicker, much faster. If you were asleep in your bed, if you were just being human, you would be conscious of what all the things we're doing internally inside of your body. These pods protect you from remembering what has changed, what has, oh gosh, something about, okay. There can be no, I get it. There can be no conflict. They're trying to protect us from the conflict of okay, what's going on? What are we doing? Why am I in this pod? And we're conscious in the pod. They're showing us being in bed, but us being highest energy transformation of your third dimensional life. Whew. What did I just say? No idea. But I wanted to go back and ask about that. Okay. I'm hot. Holy sheesh. Okay. In the past 5 years, we have upgraded you psychologically, physically, emotionally, mentally, but now we get down to, and DNA, I know, in DNA, they call it something else besides DNA. I don't know what that word is. It begins with an A, but I have no idea what it is. It may be a new language. I'm not sure, but that is. But in parentheses, it says, Spirit shows me DNA. They've upgraded us to a point. Now it comes down to them doing it intensely overnight. Overnight. Take care of yourself, understanding that this is part of the transformation. It's a one-time deal. Once you get through this, once we upgrade you to where you need to be in the fifth dimension, because 4D is disappearing. Fifth dimension is on the horizon. It's mostly here. Understand that we need to place you at the right place at the right time. Thank you for the air conditioning, Spirit. Whew, man. So this being has a blue heart that radiates, and that blows my freaking mind. He's right there. And he's blue. Blue. Now he's white. Now he's yellow. Now he's blue again. I don't know what you are or who you are. You've never met the higher authority, which is true. You've only just shown up, right? When the angels brought him down years ago. So Pam says blue is wisdom and knowledge. Thank you, Pam. He just bowed to you, Pam. That's pretty awesome. Yes. Oh my God, hang on, guys. I forgot to shut it off. Okay. Let me do this really fast. Sorry, guys. But if I don't do this, it's gonna ring off frickin' the whole program. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, now there's two. Okay, so who's this one? Okay. I don't... Oof. They're not... Okay. Andromeda? That's where they say they're from. Andromeda? And it's right there. Yes, chimes. Wow. Okay, so... Okay, so the second one has started to talk, and I should say communicate, because they're not talking. He wants to reaffirm that activation. Hang on. Activation has begun for the higher power. Oh, higher power than most of you don't I don't get that. Higher power than most can comprehend. Activation has begun. This is higher than fifth dimension. Okay. You're going to feel awkward in your space once you've been, once your level has been raised, you'll feel awkward in your space. You'll feel alien-like. Yes. We talked and we showed and talked about fifth dimension, but the higher realms, most of you will be in. I'm just going to say this, but I'm pretty humble. I don't know if I can say it. I don't like this. I don't like to be seen very well, right, guys? So Bill is an activator. Bill is seventh dimension higher and higher. We're breaking this to him now because he cannot dismiss it, which is true. Holy moly. Oh, my stomach. Ooh, sheesh. Okay, oh my God, I get it. I asked for clearing yesterday before I went to bed last night, and it happened some last night. Well, this is what they're doing now. They're clearing me in front of you, which is kind of weird. Okay, Bill is the example. We have to, I hate being the example. That's human, right? That's excitement from inside. That's not anything they're saying. It's just like they're going, oh, inside of me. Yes. I don't want to fight it. Oh, then don't. Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes because if I cry, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I'm just gonna say I've waited for this for so long. Now there's two more on this side of me. Sorry. It's already been inside of you. It's already inside of you. Activation is happening now, which is true. Bill will be the example. Because he's tough, he will work well with not feeling out of place, not feeling bewildered, not feeling connected. Okay. Most of you will understand when you arrive at that place, and most of you will happen when you're awake, not when you're asleep. Oh, I'm gonna cry again. Sorry. It has to happen when you're awake because you have to see it. You have to see it and experience it. And guys, the love is fucking crazy. Oh my God. We're all protected, and Bill's showing how protected you actually are. Again, why would I sign up for that? Oh, man. Bill chose to be the example. You have to be awake when you have to be awake when the transformation happens. You need to understand. You need to feel it. You need to feel the love. You need to feel the protection. You need to feel, they keep saying the protection, feeling safe. Most of you have never felt safe in your life. This is the opportunity that you all have. That's where you have to be awake, is because it's the only way that you will recognize yourself, that you will realize yourself, because you can't stuff it away. It's absolutely not stuffable. As humans do, they departmentalize, they separate, and they put it away. This is not the case with this. Okay, so they want me to make a Facebook page where people can express how they felt and feel when the ascension happens to them. Yes. Interesting. They show me a board, right? And they're very 3D right now because they want me to explain this. That feeling safe, feeling secure, feeling loved, feeling nourished. I know, it's all of our, oh gosh, here we go again. It's all of our emotional things that never got satisfied. Because in our energy, you will be. You will be satisfied. And as people come online, they'll be satisfied also. That's why they're oh gosh. That's why my throat chakra just closed up. That's why they're willing to help the others. That's why they're willing to help the others. When you have spoken about, Bill, how we need them to be here, I guess. Most people said, okay, but they don't know what that means. They don't know what that means, being here in higher dimension. They go through their daily, everyday lives, not really focusing on it. That's why the troubles are coming. To bring all of those things up, which blows my effing mind. Because my people never said it was going to be we're all protected, but most of them wouldn't be fearful. Well, now there's, again, higher authority is saying in those that have to be, they're saying, it's interesting. They take an energy and they wrap it around the person where they're in fear. With what they see on TV, what they hear, what they feel. Okay. As you all go through this process, the demons will be released inside of you. You all have dark energy inside of you that you do not know is there from your past lives. Oh, lower dimensional energy that you can lower dimensional energy that you need to be awake to experience. That's what the energy is supposed to trigger in you, is you letting shit go. They kind of give us an outline. Okay, this is the second guide. It's interesting of higher authority because he's high. I'm right, like he's in dimensional energy higher than I can imagine, but he's very, very human right now. He's very human. And he wants you to understand what could possibly happen. Okay. 3D is going to activate fear as we're going to induce you with it. That's what it is. Induce you with it. So that because we need you to release, I got it. Because they're so well driven, meaning they're down in your guts, right? In your soul, right? That you release them. The fear is put on you for you to release them quickly, not go through the psychological, okay, I know. Spirit, I know. Okay, so the fear is for, you don't have time to be psychologically in fear. Fear here. Nothing's wrong with you. Meditation cannot cure. Surrendering will cure. Make it easier for you to release them. And they're not demons per se, but we have to make them something, it's negative energy. It will all happen at one time. For each individual person, it will happen all at one time. So you may feel, okay, wow. This is a freaking roller coaster. Fear will strike you when you're not paying attention. Fear will strike you when you're not paying attention. It'll be triggered by you not paying attention. Okay? So that can just be like going throughout your day, and it could be in the morning when you're doing your stuff, right? Some of you, we will trigger in the middle of your sleep. In the middle of your sleep, we will trigger you. Don't be alarmed. Male and female will cry. Male and female will cry. Well, I'll let those emotions out from lifetimes ago. And our love will replace it. Your love will replace it. That is, oh gosh, that is part of your ascension. That is part of your journey. That is part of your ascension, they keep saying. Many of you will be confused by that. And I know, we mean to confuse you simply because it's easier for us to upgrade you, to raise your vibration higher. You will believe, okay, many of you will believe that you're sick, that your faculties are not in place, that you have become a different person. You have not. You have not. In the physical form, in your energy, in your aura, in your light, completely had shifted. The true test is who you eliminate from your life. Who you eliminate from your life. Hey, Blake. And like we said before, this is when, oh man, just, ugh. They just gave me a feeling of the fear. They gave me a feeling of the darkness. I can see black above my heart, and I've just went, and I just contracted. Yes. Okay, they just took it away. Thank you. It's going to hit your heart. Not psychologically. It's going to hit your heart, not psychologically. So for me, I've had pain around my heart since I was a child. I wrote about it yesterday in my autobiography thing. Yeah. So I asked for that to be released yesterday. That I've had this pain, this fear, and fear of loneliness, and just fear from childhood, all the things that happened to me, as happened to all of us, right? And how we pack it away. Well, mine's always been around my heart. And I asked for it to be released, and it was last night. Thank God. And now here they're bringing it back so I can feel it and tell you exactly what it feels like. It feels like depression. It feels just like a black blanket just laying over my chest, where I'm contracting and I'm in fear. Take that away. Okay. So they just oh, this is freaking cool. They just reached through my crown chakra and pulled that out of my body. Not here, but here. Okay. As you get activated, as you start to realize who you've become, you need to document your journey. You need to make sure that you document your journey. So others will know. You'll never forget the journey, the transformation that happens to you on those days or those weeks. Yes. Wow. Hang on. Okay. Most of you will be upgraded to a different language that's spoken on Earth. Transcontinental. So you'll be able to speak in other languages to people who speak the other language. That's freaking awesome. Oh, I get it. From our past lives. We've always not always been in America, right? It's only 240 whatever years. Oh, I get it. Another reason why they chose Earth, I'm sorry, why they chose the United States is because it's a land of immigrants, and we all came from someplace else. And we'll have always lived in other places, speaking different languages from the day human was born. And that makes me, I mean, that just got boom. That makes so much sense. Okay, so want me to explain it like this. A lot of people who watch the program, they talk out loud to their guides and things like that. And they channel without knowing they're channeling when they're talking to somebody, right? So what they're saying is that when, okay, when the accent shows up, when a foreign accent shows up and the person can understand the accent and goes, oh, you speak French, blah, 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 blah. And you go, yes, you go, oui, blah, 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 blah. And you go, where the hell did that come from? Them. It comes from them. Past languages will return. Past languages will return. I know. Okay. It's something you cannot wish for. You cannot wish for it. It's in the transformation. It is in the total, the total transformation that all of you are going to go through. And you're the first to go through it. You're the first humans on the planet to go through it. Why? Because you're the strong ones. You're the ones that are the leaders. You're the ones that are going to take this to the masses. Millions of you around the planet. They will learn English. Interesting. They're showing me people in small countries will just transform with English. They won't know where they got it from. They'll believe it's God or whoever they worship, they say, in that spirit. Okay. As we come out of 2024, into 2025, 2026, the energy of the universe will be within. The energy of the universe will be within. You will not act the same. You will not eat the same. You won't think the same, talk the same, eat the same. Everything in your life is going to completely change, which others will notice and believe that you are, he says, mentally insane, schizophrenic, as you call it. As more and more humans surrender, as more and more humans surrender and allow us to upgrade them in the proper way within weeks or months, not years. Fifth dimension is upon us, and it is our responsibility to make sure that human is responsible, human is a responsibility, and we have to make sure that the first phase, because they just show me a graphic, right? Okay. You know how evolution, they show the apes, and then they show They're showing me that only with humans, and it's not growing this way. Yes, it is growing that way. Oh, I get it. That's the way that they're going to show it when people start to wonder what it is, what's going on And this will be something that is easily given to them from us. Your spiritual evolution from being a muggle, being a half-blood. If you haven't seen Harry Potter, watch the first 2 movies because you'll be freaking blown away. To being the master. To being a master. Most of you will be very, very surprised when you become that without even knowing. When people look at you and know who you are. Okay. So they want me to tell you this about myself, is that I'm a Capricorn, January 4th. I've always been that leader. I've always been that person who was not comfortable being on stage. Not on stage, but on a pedestal. Okay? The fear from past lives, right? Of persecution. The fear of being, right? But that's who I truly am. That's who I truly am. And in this transformation, I get to show you, I don't like that, who I truly am. I'm gonna cry again, I think. But because letting people see me is extremely difficult. Extremely difficult. But I chose this path, they say. Open and bare for all to see. That's why it's been so hard. That's why it's been so hard. I've resisted that. I've resisted that. Okay. I'm trying not to say that, but they're making me say that anyway. Okay. Me being open and bearing all to show people not what it's like, but open to show myself, to show myself, to end the fear. I was once a spiritual leader. Not in these lifetimes. Probably in Lemuria. Which I've known that for a while. Just didn't share it. Demonstrating to others that there's nothing to fear. That there is just a clear path to that. After surrender. After surrender. My ego just shut it down like big time right there. Like, oh no, you're not doing it anymore. Well, we're gonna move that out of the way. So ego is saying to me, you shouldn't do that. We don't know who they are. We shouldn't do that. We shouldn't do that. And I'm saying, no, we have to move out of the way. Go back to sleep. 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 It's right here. My ego is right at this spot. Go back to sleep. Okay. Okay, go back to sleep. No, I don't need you anymore. Okay. Okay, ego's gone. Now, you will, okay, interesting, different narrative. You'll all be, just disappeared. Okay, hang on. Build the pedestals where you belong. You're the example in a positive way. You need to allow us to bring you forward. Ooh. To show them who you truly... to show them who you truly are. That you are not just a mere human. Not just special, not just special. I just pushed it back a little bit, so I got to open that up. Allowing us to show you, allowing us to show them you and your transformation and the way that you are just still Bill will make it easier for them to allow, easier for them to understand, easier for them to treat life as normal as they go through the transformation. And you will not be harmed. I didn't think about that. But opening yourself up so they can see the light. See the light. Your light has to shine as others do also. They need to allow their light to shine. They need to allow their chest to open. They need to allow the love that you carry for human beings to be spread around the planet. You're an ambassador, Bill. A star ambassador. A spiritual ambassador. Showing people how much you love. Showing people how much they can love also. They will love also as you as their example. Millions of people will understand soon what their journey is all about. Their lives will change totally. As third dimension crumbles, they will understand what their job is, what their duty is, what their okay, so in parentheses, they have human thinks they always have to know, or and when they cannot know with ego, they get in fear. With this transformation, with this opening of their hearts, they will question but for a minute. They will question but for a minute before they don't have a choice but to burst it out of their chest. Burst it out of their chest. Their lives will totally change. As their life shrinks, and is reborn in fifth dimensional energy and higher, which is already inside of them. They just won't allow it because it wasn't time for it to burst out of their chest, burst out of their bodies, burst out of every place on their body. The aura will change from white to different colors of auras, depending on how they feel. That is freaking cool as hell. And others will be able to see them in that. Okay, they just showed me a freaking silver Christmas tree with the round colors on it, right? The round color wheel. And you're looking at the Christmas tree back in the day. I'm kind of thinking, right? I'll be 65 in like 3 months. Back in the day, in the 60s, that's what they had. We didn't have one, but my aunt did, and she was wealthy as hell, so she had one of those trees in every house, every room in the house. And that's the way that you'll not have what you call emotions. You will have energies. you'll have energies. And your energy will shift. Oh, shit, shoot. Your energy will shift for the people around you. Wow. At that point, some people will revert back to 3D and go and be in fear because, oh my gosh, I feel different here, I feel different there, I feel different here, I feel different there. And why, Bill? Why? Well, again, listen to this conversation. Okay, so they like the fact that I'm frank, that I'm very straight. I'm a straight talker. That some people don't like that, and I'm okay with that. When I'm telling them they're making a mistake, they're doing the wrong thing, whatever comes up, right? In my readings and things like that. I'll call people lazy because they won't work on themselves and they're trying to get. I know. I'm the perfect human to be able to do that because I'm a straight talker and I love people and I can be very, very lovely and very, very wonderful. I can be. But I can also be harsh. I can also be, okay, now this is what the deal is because I'm guided 24 hours a day. So whichever that person needs to hear, I'm going to tell them that. That's what they like about me in this position, in this life, in this lifetime. And I will use that in different terms in the future. In 7D. Okay. So they're, okay. So they can feel me starting to shrink because my energy is really, really diminishing? Yes. So they're going to come back next week. Conversations with you until next time. Conversations with you until next time. And you'll be able to explain to them what has transpired in 7 days. It's funny, he says, in your 7 days. In your 7 days. Life is abundant. Namaste. They just disappeared. All of them just these two over here have been gone for probably 20 minutes. They just kind of were here for I'll call my kind of sort of breakdown for support, and they just I didn't even notice that they left, but they're gone. Now I realize that they're gone. These two over here, that again in higher authority, have left. Yes. Spirit came and said, "Are you okay?" My mom and dad just showed up. Oh, I'm fine. You seem emotional. Yeah. So my parents just said, we always knew. We always knew it was you. We couldn't tell you. Oh, yes, my... Okay. When I chose my parents, they knew. My father said, son, your mother and I knew that you were supposed to be this human, this being. We're allowed to tell you, which makes sense. But we're with you now for this continual journey. But we can't match you. We can't match you. Oh, my mom. But be with you for as long as we can. Yeah. Yeah. I guess, right? Mom's gone since '88. My dad's been gone since 2014. So, my brother died in 2015. So yeah, but he's not there. Yeah, he's not there. So anyway, I'm going to, I'm going to do this. Sit and be emotional for a little bit. I'll get this on YouTube as soon as I can. If you guys would, please give me about till 4:30. Go over to the YouTube channel and like the video and leave a little comment, even if it's an emoji, right? Got a question? Put it there and I'll answer it. Chimes. Yeah. But like the video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, please. Yeah. My father, William, the journey you always wished for has begun. Wished for it. It was just me. So namaste, everybody. I will see you next Thursday at 3 for Coach for the Soul. All right? Thanks again. See you.